Well, we're back. So I went to White Castle, gave her the medicine, and now I'm here. Problem is though that I got over and the game crashed. It's not even 5 minutes of footage, so I'm not gonna bother uploading it. Maybe I will. Well, it would be uploaded before this one, so or around the same time.
How dare you interfere with my hunt?
Alright, not a good idea. $27. Damn. Nope, I'm dead. I can't beat this guy, which means I can't save that guy. He's dead. Well, that sucked. That dude's level 29. There's no way I could fight him. He's like a whole 10 levels higher than me. I was attacking him, you saw. He didn't get killed. Barely did any damage to the man. I have to feed. But I can't feed. Now I'm afraid that if I rest for the night, he'll get killed. Ow. You and your shotguns. Ooh. Need to control my stamina more.
It's locked, all right. The Ascalon Club. The heart of the British Vampire Society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit...
I don't like him already.
Welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonder.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
You cannot expect the newspapers to expose the truth while the war is still raging. I can assure you that the situation here is desperate.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
What?
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
I've heard that before.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
Je ne sais quoi. I don't know what that means, but I've heard it a lot.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
Wow, you're a brave man.
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth.
I can concur.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing please share the address.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone Galway.
Aww.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
Aww.
London's lone gourmet. What a strange term.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
Okay.
I may have a look at your goods.
Any strangers come into your house?
Between men and women.
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley.
Clarence Crossley! You son of a
So you
bitch!
survived the war too. I'm so sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men.
Oh no, I haven't seen you since the past, man!
I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
Oh.
Do you need medical assistance, Clarence?
It's a little late for visiting hours, don't you think?
Come on, buddy.
What can
We're
I
old
say?
friends.
I have lost my old habits.
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore.
Really?
I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. The epidemic, and you've been busy as well.
At least you acknowledge there's an epidemic.
I didn't want to sound
See that ass clown across the street?
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget.
Right.
They're here too. Everything. Vampires.
What? Vampires?
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other. So many things have happened.
There's been a Jody.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Like you, I'm not the man I used to be.
I'm not the man I used to be
Is everything
either.
all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
But you're a veteran. Clarence.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Let that migraine medicine do its work.
This war?
You're an Ashbury.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait,
What?
No. Why do you think I would...
What are you going on about?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young echoes. It's
Huh.
a pleasure to meet
Huh.
you, Miss Charlotte.
She's healthy.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yeah, I was born here.
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not?
Just England. Just England is small.
Your neighbor all that time. But you could have met her in a dark alley at night.
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility.
It's never even occurred to me.
Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Do vampires blush?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are funded by the selfish.
That's true.
Yes, you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night since I am a woman?
No.
Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question?
I ask everyone that question.
I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Oh, you're a suffragette.
Are you a suffragette then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But
Don't
women
bring
here
up those
can't vote unless
convicts.
they are property owners.
No, I'm just
No
messing
need
with
to
you.
convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time.
Really?
Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much.
And I'm a very handsome,
Glad there
dashing
are
man.
more men like you in the vicinity.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady.
Yeah,
Who is
who's
this?
Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any
Uh-oh.
reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... Well, she got interested in vampires.
Ooh, nasty sort of business, those
She might
lot.
be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Hopefully
That
she's
would
still
be
alive.
top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously. And the mystery about your maker.
Hmm.
Sorry to hear about what happened to your sister.
So she's been gossiping.
Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
No.
Of course not. You have nothing to fear from me or your mother.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature as well as features.
Your mother is not like any other.
She really isn't. She's quite
She
unique.
thinks the same about you, Dr.
I am
Reed.
also quite unique, yes.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has
I didn't
taken
mean
care
it.
of me
I meant your
all my life.
biological parents,
I have
obviously.
No idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End.
Okay. Oh, okay.
When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor.
Well,
And no, I
sorry.
have no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me.
Probably.
So, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Must be a relief.
Why do you still hope to become a vampire in spite of your mother's refusal?
It's the immortal aspect of vampires that interests me.
Of course.
The world won't improve unless women take charge. I'm convinced of that.
You're obviously a clever woman with a good education and a brilliant future. But have you thought about the price you'd have to pay? The loneliness, the necessary masquerade.
Is it not true of every high position?
I
To change
suppose,
this world
yeah.
and make it a better place, one needs time on one side.
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire. Tell me more about it.
Each time we argue, Mother expresses the same fear. She wants me to remain alive and full of joy, rather than become melancholy and immortal. She claims you can't have one without the other. It's pure selfishness.
It's your mother's choice. As daughters and sons, we have to accept the decisions our parents make for us despite our own wishes.
I love my mother, and have accepted everything from her. Even that she named me Charlotte, when it was not my original name.
Does it bother you?
No. Whoever I was when I was born, I am now Charlotte Ashbury. It hurts as much as it makes me proud to know that's the name my mother will read on my tombstone.
Aww.
Your mother has walked this earth for much longer than you or I. She is wise, and we should not ignore her advice when we disagree with it.
But why shouldn't I be allowed to forge my own experience? There can't be only one righteous way to deal with eternity.
Perhaps.
Tell me, Charlotte, how do you plan to achieve eternal life? Since you've obviously given it a lot of thought.
I won't give up. You have no idea how determined I am, sir. I may contract a deadly disease. I may throw myself under a carriage just to be saved by her sweet kiss.
Oh
a
my.
disturbing answer, young lady. And the worst part of it is, I know you speak the truth.
There are less dangerous ways, Doctor. Instead of throwing myself under a horse like Emily Davison, I could just throw myself into your arms.
Be careful what you wish for, young lady. I could gaze at you right now and then take you to a shady corner and have my way with you. And leave your carcass to the rats.
You wouldn't dare. My mother would know. She'd never forgive you.
How could she suspect me? Do you know how many vampires are lurking in the city tonight as we speak?
Dang, Jonathan.
Worse sense of humor than mine.
Oh my god. For one second I thought you actually...
Nah, I wouldn't.
Excellent, Dr. Reed. Very convincing.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, it seems you're all healthied up and
Goodbye,
whatnot.
Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
I'm just gonna rob you. Don't worry about me. I got a silver fork.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan,
What?
I can't believe my own eyes.
This is my house?
We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister. What a tragedy.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister.
Miss Reed expected you to return to her sister.
I'm home.
Right
Oh.
up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan? We needed you here.
How is my mother?
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reed is very fragile since the police brought her back home.
The police? What happened?
Miss Reed was found walking in the street. She kept saying she had spoken with her son and daughter. She's resting now.
Has she received appropriate medical care?
I'm taking care of Miss Reed myself. Hospitals are so overwhelmed by the epidemic that they can only accept patients infected by influenza.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip. Somewhere sunny, like France. She has always been very fond.
Isn't the war going on in
I think
France?
leaving London could do her good.
I'm afraid Miss Reed is too frail for the moment.
Oh no.
Recently she started going out at night without remembering it. I have to watch her carefully.
Oh,
What is
my
the
poor
situation
mother.
in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews. I'll stay, sir.
Oh.
I'm sorry I couldn't be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir, but your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I'm sorry, I simply could not attend.
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathan. All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I
Aw,
promised your father
Avery.
I'd take care of his family as long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse in this family. You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir. So my task is not over.
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your
Indubitably.
support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please.
Do you really think I don't take enough care of my mother, Avery?
Yes, I do, Mr. Jones.
You clearly
Aw.
have something more to say. Speak your mind.
Be truthful.
I know you work hard to help the sick. But what will you do once the epidemic is over?
My home is here, and I have nowhere else to go. But this house will need some improvements if I move here. Some radical changes.
That's good news. Whatever changes you have in mind, I'm sure we will find an arrangement that suits your mother also.
Indeed.
Goodbye, Avery.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan. But please return as soon as possible.
I will. So I'm not robbing this house, I'm robbing myself. Where's the door to go upstairs, damn it? Oh. I'm in the wrong room. An old letter. He's already told you that I'm being forced leaving for only a few months while I'm away until my son comes back to London. Oh. Maybe I can talk to him about that letter.
Yes?
Never mind.
Goodbye.
Of course.
Alright, we'll end the video here, and then we'll start up going up the stairs. I gotta go see my mother.